Hello, good afternoon. This is Master Coach Asmin, and I'm a certified life coach from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur. Welcome to Guru Connect Who of the Hour episode for teachers and professionals from the academy. We are doing this video series as a service to our community during this time of physical isolation due to COVID-19. And with me, I am with Coach Joyce.
Hi, Coach Asmin. Hi, online viewers. Hi, Ian. Good afternoon. Yes, I am Coach Joyce, also a change agent certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. Now, the Guru Connect Who of the Hour is our initiative to connect with fellow professionals from the education industry. We connect to know what is their present situation, how our fellow academicians are responding to the situation, and the outcome being experienced in the present.
Yes, and for the information of many, Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs is based in Dallas, Texas, USA, with local presence through our 24/7 coaching hub at DCAP Coffee Republic, located in PC Compound, Capitolio, Pasig City. We offer coaching on-demand services any time of the day. Just connect to 0917-586-1661 or visit our FB page, Life Coach Philippines. We also provide life coach certification classes for those interested to become a professional life coach like us, ni Coach Joyce. So moving on, Coach Joyce.
Yes, moving on, let me introduce to you. I'm so excited. It's been years that I haven't seen this guy, this big guy. So let me introduce to you the Who of the Hour. He is actually a former colleague and now he's connected to University of Central Asia. And may I ask Sir Ian to introduce more about himself? Sir Ian, please tell
Yeah,
us
sure,
about
sure,
you, your present situation, and what are you experiencing with this physical isolation?
sure. So I'm Ian Canlas, and originally, actually, I've been working with Coach Joyce at Leyte Normal University.
Mm.
Sometime I think it was in 2015 that I left and joined the University of Central Asia in the Kyrgyz Republic. So just this January, during the start of the second semester, I had my study leave because I'm currently doing my PhD studies at the University of Science in in Penang, Malaysia.
Yeah.
So when they were about to declare the order here, I thought right away. But as soon as I made that decision, they closed its borders. And then I thought of going back to Kyrgyzstan, but
Mm-hmm.
that Monday that I'm about to leave, suddenly our university in Kyrgyzstan shuts down. So
Uh-huh.
now I'm kind of blocked in Penang.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're caught in between.
Basically, yeah. I mean, they were
Yeah.
saying that, well, it was originally for 14 days. It should finish today. But last week, the Malaysian government decided 14th of April. And we
Mm.
don't know. I mean, in the last week, I think last week, we kind of reached the plateau. So it's kind of like we
Mm-hmm.
rose, and now the cases are more or less, we always have like more than 100 every day. Many people are recovering, but yeah, the
That
government
is in the
actually
case of
is
Malaysia.
really trying its best. Yeah,
That's
that's
in
it.
Malaysia,
Yeah.
not
So in the
in
case of,
Kyrgyz.
yeah, so in Malaysia generally, yeah. Yeah. So I think it was, I'm not so sure. I remember, I think it was 3 Sundays ago, the last university, because I'm taking a Malaysian language course actually this semester. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember that was, yeah, I think the second Sunday of March when I last went to the university, because normally every day I would go to the lounge, and I'm also doing my dissertation this time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the government here is very serious in imposing the movement control order, although there are still a lot of people who are actually gathering, especially religious gatherings. In fact, I
Mm.
think basically that's the battle of the government here, because they are in between. The people are caught now in between their faith, what they believe,
Mm-hmm.
and what science is. that you have to do social distancing or stay at home and so on. Yeah. But basically, at least in Penang, I would say things are stable. We have about 80
Mm-hmm.
cases here. We have one death. But we are just imposing the order, that not the enhanced. There are, I think, two states right now in Malaysia that are imposing the enhanced movement control order, whereby the government has set like 10th hospital and moved
Mm-hmm.
medical practitioners to help curb the increasing issues in COVID-19. So I think in Johor, they had the enhanced movement control order, and in Kluang. But in Penang, we are stable. And also because maybe Penang is an island, like we are in a separate island, and this time they don't
Yes.
allow someone to cross the bridge. Yeah, so basically. And so shops are open actually. I can go from time to time to the supermarket. There are restaurants that are open, although you can you can take out orders. There are coffee
Mm-hmm.
shops that are open, pharmacies that are open. But yeah, basically most of the shopping malls, I would say, all shopping malls are really shut down. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a week before the movement control order, schools and universities were closed. And this time we are actually, like at least the university where I am studying now, they are pushing for online classes because even I mean, Coach Joyce would also may have already foresee this, that this
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19, this was a big paradigm shift. Like, I
Yeah.
think working, especially schools and universities later, we will be pushing for more, less personal contacts. So more online
Mm-hmm.
classes. I mean, in fact, this time, our university in Kyrgyzstan, so we just finished halfway of the semester actually. So right now we are already thinking how to finish the second half of the semester so that it
Yeah.
will not um, overlap with the first semester this academic year. So we are thinking of converting our curriculum now all to online. So from
Mm.
our lectures to our activities, to our assessment. Kind of hard, but I think this is the challenge. Well, in my case here,
Yeah.
well,
How about you? How are you
when we had
doing?
the started, I started gathering data on pandemic behavior. So
Oh,
research,
that's better
Coach
in
Joyce,
Ian.
this is a big
Yeah.
opportunity for research, right?
Oh, correct.
Yeah, so
Actually,
I've
Coach Jasmine, Coach Jasmine, Sir Ian was
been
my
doing
former
surveys
colleague.
for high.
Okay. Ayun, medyo may delay.
He's a former colleague, but he continues to be my mentor in research. So it's not
Hmm.
surprising why na with the situation, he's taking advantage of that for research. Right, Ian?
Wow. Mm.
So Ian, can you
Wonderful.
tell us more?
Yeah,
How are
so
you doing?
basically, yeah, so basically, I don't really see any big difference with me without the movement control order and with this control order, because basically it's either I stay in the postgraduate lounge in the university or in my apartment doing all my writing thing. So just so
Okay.
unfortunate because I should have my third checkpoint for my dissertation on the 23rd,
Mhm.
but when all this lockdown and even the faculty in the university cannot come, in person to the university, so they are trying to convert everything to online. But I
Mm.
think the challenge also this time of the university is the internet connectivity.
Yeah.
So it's so limited, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but basically, I think I'm fine. One thing that I am just worried really is because I don't really know anyone here in Penang. Like, the only person I know here when I came place is my supervisor, my research supervisor, basically. My friend who is in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, it's so far. So that's one thing. And then
Yeah.
secondly is I do not know how true is it, but I haven't really been seeing posts, and I've been informed by a few of my acquaintances that there are many
Mhm.
locals that are getting whenever they see foreigners, I would say. And so, in fact, they are being kicked out of their hotels or their apartments. But at least in my
Mm.
case, the one who's really helping me out here. The one who owns my apartment is really helping me out, I would say. Yeah. And also maybe because I look like
Yeah,
so
you
they
look like
wouldn't really
them.
recognize it.
Yes. Um, yes,
And
ano po,
also another
sir,
thing would be, yes, go
sige
on.
lang po. Ayun. We
Yeah.
would like to know
So
po, present challenges po
and what
ninyo.
worries right
Ayun,
now?
sige.
I think that uncertainty and that anxiousness, that feeling
Mm-hmm.
that okay, when is this going to end? How would I be able to go home? Although I'm fixed in my mind that even if this finishes in April, I'm not definitely going home because first, if I go home to Biliran, my mom is more than 60 years old. She is very vulnerable. My sister in Cebu, she has a new baby, and that baby is very
Mm.
vulnerable. So me and my second sister, who is in Manila, we are very much decided that none of us are going this year. I think just we don't
Mm-hmm.
want to take that risk. Yeah. So that uncertainty, I think, and also like how my study leave is about to end in April. Although I'm originally coming back to my university in Kyrgyzstan in June. So I'm also thinking what would be the future arrangements. You know, I mean, even the time going out of the apartment this time, it's so scary. Like I mean, I do not know if you have watched this movie wherein you become a tribute. You know that movie? I just forgot the title of that movie. Like stepping out of your apartment, you feel like you are a tribute. That anytime you can just be killed outside. That feeling. Even throwing the
Yeah.
garbage.
Mm. Yes.
It's scary. Yeah.
Um, Yun po, ganun po yung nangyayari ngayon. And there are, we have coaches watching you, sir. Sabi po nila dito, good afternoon. Hello, Ian, sending you prayer for protection and safety. Ayan, sabi po ni Master Coach A. Sending you prayer for protection and
Thanks.
safety. He's the global partner of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. Coach Joyce, do you have question for me?
So, Sir Ian, a while ago, you talked about home, right? You have mentioned about home. And I know that like your sister is in Manila, your other sister is in Cebu, your mother is in Leyte. So how do you deal with
In
this?
Biliran, yeah.
Yeah, how do you deal with this situation?
So I mean, so we have a group, messenger group with the family. So from
Mm-hmm.
time to time, actually, I will talk to them, communicate with them. Like there's really in terms of our communication because we've been doing like this even before. Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, I mean, just maybe if I just go on like for browsing news and all the news are really so negative and that increases my anxiety. But if I don't, actually basically I don't really think there's so much big thing that has changed, at least with me and my situation with my family. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
rating the question, Coach Asmin. What positive
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
impact could COVID
Yes.
possibly?
Mm, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I think, yeah. Well, basically, I always believe that whenever there are like all this kind of trials or all, let's say, all problems that would arise, professor in the university in Cebu, uh, in University of San Carlos, I remember she would always say, "Don't speak of research problem because it's already very negative. Think of research opportunity. So every problem is a
Wow.
research opportunity." So I would really think many educators, I would say, in the academia that would be struggling because of the paradigm shift that will really occur after all this COVID-19 pandemic. But I think really I mean there are technology being applied in education place, I would say, in the last 10 even 15 years, and I think this is the high time wherein I think the use of technology will be really maximized it needs to be rethink. Like, the different stages of teaching, from the lecturers to the assess, like everything you do in the classroom. I think, yeah, these things are going to change, and so this is a good time to brainstorm and really
Mm-hmm.
all those good ideas from all teachers would how they are going to be creating so that they can maximize learning without sacrificing, that concept of learning without being sacrificed because of this pandemic. Because I've always
Yeah.
believed there are always ways. Just maybe use
Yes.
of our everyday practice and tradition and the way we do things in the classroom or assessment, that it may be difficult. I've already heard a couple of a couple of research supervisors in the university here that they are like, doing virtual teaching is not their cup of tea, they would say. And they are really struggling. But now that they are being pushed to do it, then they have to do it. And so it's just like a matter really of facing the trial, like, accepting. In fact, it's so funny. The dissertation that I'm working now is on disaster risk reduction, and global pandemic has something to do with health disasters. And so I've been studying about values, beliefs, norms, and behavior during disasters. And I'm trying to understand it firsthand with all this disaster, with all this pandemic going on. I'm kind of really learning what I am reading and what I am, like, exploring. I think it's really firsthand. So if, yeah, this year, the positive impact, I would say, like, I'm really learning what I am studying with this global pandemic. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. So this time hindi na lang po siya research lang but you also are able to experience it
Yeah.
so more than just reading it and writing it. Ngayon mas experience mo pa siya. So mas malaking
Yes.
impact. And I love what you
I
said,
mean,
'di ba?
I
Sabi
think
niya
we
sa
pray
Coach
about
Joy.
it, but
And I love what you said po, sir, no? Coach Joyce, sabi niya na ito yung time that a paradigm shift, di ba? So in education, in the academy, probably they will use the technology, they will maximize the technology ngayon into teaching. Tama po, Coach Joyce?
Yes, the shift from the classroom to the use of online teaching and other platform for teaching using online media. However, Ian, what do you think could be the reaction? Like, it will be good for countries who have like internet connection and students having access to that. What can you say to our fellow teachers whose experience is on the extreme, having students without cell phone, even cell phone for that matter, or any technology that they can use so that they can also interact with that kind of learning experience, for example. And you know that is really and that is a reality
yeah,
in our country.
yeah. I mean, so I think that would be a really big time. Like, I mean, that internet connectivity, I think in a couple of months, it will be a must. Because, for example, this time in Kyrgyzstan, I'm also in touch with the Ministry of
Mm.
Education in Kyrgyzstan, because we are working for shifting their curriculum to online teaching. And then so, I mean, Kyrgyzstan is not so different with the Philippines, I would say. Large population
Mm-hmm.
areas, internet connectivity is also slow, and there are also many, a big portion of the
Mm-hmm.
population doesn't have access to internet or even cell phones, I would say. But um, well, it is something I would say that our government authorities would really think about, if we, because this health risk, the global pandemic, has, I would say, to a different reality this time. It
Yeah.
has changed, has brought us to an unprecedented level of, I would say, the way we value maybe, for example, because this global pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
I would say more than 50% of the population anywhere in the world will be wearing masks whenever they go outside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's I am imagining right now. So we are faced with a different reality. I know there will be many people that are going to struggle with this change, but maybe because of the big scale of the
Mm-hmm.
change, people will get used to eventually. I think. I mean, because it's like we are on the edge and there is no way for us to run away or to do something else. Like, I mean, this is our new reality. So if we are not going to face it, then we are continuously being anxious and we are fearful, and like it will be difficult to move on. I think
Mm-hmm.
the challenge really is to look forward. Like for example, this time, I've read, for example, some universities in the Philippines are not yet even um, looking into how they are going to transform their classrooms into virtual platform, while other universities, for
Mm-hmm.
example, here in Malaysia and in my university in Kyrgyzstan, like even in the middle of this struggle of pandemic, Kyrgyzstan has just started having cases and increasing cases since last week. They just locked down border last week, I would say. But right now, they are already preparing. For example, our university is already preparing so we have already scenario A, scenario B, scenario C. And whichever scenario we are already preparing, converting our curriculum into online teaching. I think this pandemic,
So,
it will be, I mean, coronavirus disease will be part of our daily life later on. It's similar to tuberculosis, I would say, or to common pneumonia. It will never go away. Okay, I think we just have to
mm-hmm.
make some changes on our daily life, I would say, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love what you said, sir. Ano? So we have to look forward more than what we are experiencing right now. Kailangan mag-look forward tayo so that we can also move on or move forward. Ano po? Because we cannot do anything about this anymore kung paano nga kung medyo matatagalan pa po siya, di ba? So we have to look forward so that we can move forward.
Yes.
Coach Joyce?
Mm-hmm. So,
Mm-mm.
Sir Ian, what do you think will be the role, given that situation, given that paradigm shift? What could be the role of our industry, especially
Yeah.
reaching out to students who are and to communities who are still beyond connectivity?
So I think I mean, so I would say there would be uh, three sets of course that we or direction that we can move forward, whatever is
Mm-hmm.
the reality or the context, I would say. So one, for those
Okay.
who have the access really to internet and online connectivity, then they are the ones I would
Okay.
say that are better off, and then so they could really move forward, like really move forward. Those
Mm-hmm.
who have like
You
the
have the
partial
advantage.
opportunity, yeah, they have the
Okay.
advantage. And those that would have like I would say partial opportunity, like limited, not really
Meaning, okay.
advanced technology or not really also for technology. Like let's say in the middle, let's say the connectivity is
Mm-hmm.
3G. So not super
Okay.
strong connectivity, I would say. So I think it is something that we should that should be addressed,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I don't see any other solution apart really from if we wanted to curb this spread of coronavirus disease or whatever virus in the first
Mm.
place, I would say I think
Mm-hmm.
lesser physical contact would be one of our new trend this time. Social distancing,
Mm-hmm.
less crowd,
Yeah.
I would say. So
Mm.
that has to be addressed, I would say. And then
Yeah.
for those communities who really doesn't have the opportunity, I would say, I mean, it may take time. It may take time, but I don't think, like the battles of our doctors and nurses, the COVID-19 should not also stop teachers from making our learners learn, I would say. So no matter we are
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of whatever disaster, remember, I mean, Coach Joyce, I remember when I was still working in Region 8, I would say basically when or in Tacloban, right after the typhoon,
Yeah.
We are forced to have to go back to the classroom because when
Yeah.
schools are open, that it is normal. Things are normal. And so I think
Mm-mm.
as teachers, we need to also have the courage. Our doctors and nurses and other frontliners are doing their job. It's because it's their
Yes.
job. But actually,
Mm-hmm.
and also we as educators, I would say, we also have to take part. Even
Mm-hmm.
if it's like a volcanic eruption, a tsunami, or whatever, now COVID pandemic, I think our students need to learn. And so we have to squeeze our creativity, our creativity this time has to work and really think forward on how to make them continue learning even amidst all these trials that I think if we are able to do that, I would say um, we will be able to perform our role. But it's a challenge
Mm-hmm.
because this isn't something that we are commonly experienced. I've been doing many research about multimedia teaching, but personally, multimedia teaching is not my cup of tea. But doing research on multimedia, yes, I can do that. In the classroom,
It's a
I
different
can
story.
prepare PowerPoints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful.
But
Ang
it's a
galing, ang galing po. Ang dami, mm, ang
I
dami
like what
natin.
you said. The teachers have to be courageous. We have to show now our courage and
Yeah,
not allow COVID-19 to stop us from teaching our students in any way we can, considering the
yeah,
different situations our students are in right now.
yes. Ang galing po,
yes,
So we are
definitely. Yeah.
so blessed, Sir Ian, yung nakuha mo yung puso namin dun, Sir Ian, talagang, yeah, the frontliners are doing their job, and the educators and the teachers should also not stop doing what they should do. Yun po yung learning, to stop learning para sa mga bata. And right now po, ang mga may nanonood, sir, sa inyo from Tacloban City, si Coach Faye and si Coach Marife. So they are watching you right now from Tacloban City. Ayan. Ayun po. Sir Ian, what outcome would you like to see
Yes.
personally sa inyo po,
Mm-mm.
given this
Very,
COVID-19 nandito?
Well, personally, I mean, because all these things are going to bring us to a different reality,
Mm.
maybe in the next 4 to 6 months, I would say. I think the greatest outcome that I would want to see is, I mean, we are going to be very victorious of our battle with the pandemic. It means like,
Yeah.
I mean, this coronavirus disease will be part of our daily life. But maybe a medicine will be available like biogesic. So
mm-hmm.
it will be available everywhere. So it's not something that people would fear. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I think a paradigm shift on many aspects. For example, our health practices. I mean, I don't have doubt that health practices in the Philippines is one of the best, I would say. But I think it has we have to learn something from the experiences of our neighboring countries. Also, at the same time, like for example, Japan. Japan has not really did close down or shut down. But because their value for cleanliness and sanitation is really very, very high, I would say. Like I've read
Mm.
somewhere that 60% of their population are
Yeah.
really using mask whenever they are out. And bringing sanitizer is like part of their daily life. And so I think we have to learn from that. We just have to be very open-minded. And also that's another thing. I think people open mind should just have an open mind. There will be big struggle. Economic
Mm-hmm.
recession is there. It's definitely there.
Yeah.
There will be people who will be experiencing difficulty, but I think we just don't have to lose hope. I mean, not losing hope. I think is a good thing. They say hope is like tiny seeds you plant, and then you grow it and you nourish it, and then it will bear fruits. This will cause uncertainty to many people and many families, but as soon as they are going to, I think, help each other, they'll emerge victorious and they'll overcome all these trials. And yeah,
Yeah.
everything will return to normal, I would say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So normal or a new normal?
I mean, kind of like, I mean, people will come back to life. You know, I mean, I've already been
Okay.
reading many cases of people committing suicide here and, doing this and that. But we just have to face this. I mean, this is part of life cycle, maybe at a different level, but we need to
Mm-hmm.
find the equilibrium at this level. I would say, like, there's always an equilibrium, whichever level or whichever situation or scenario. This time we are in a pandemic. This will be part of our daily life. Then let's try to search that equilibrium so we can live peacefully and we can live comfortably. And yeah, life must go on.
Yeah, ang galing. So we are so blessed, Sir Ian, and Coach Joy, salamat po sa pag-connect po niyo po sa ating tribe, and to those who are watching right now. We are talking to Sir Ian. So he is currently in Penang, Malaysia. So he is locked down there. And ito po, ang dami niya pong sinishare sa atin. And sir, later you can watch this on replay. You can watch this in Coach A Coaching Community FB page. So Coach Joyce will be sending to you the link so you can watch it and send it to your family and friends here in the Philippines so they can also watch the replay. Ang dami niyo pong itinuro sa amin ngayon. We have shifted everything yun. Kanina niyo pa po sinasabi yung paradigm shift. So may na-shift po din sa amin in terms of our mindset and how are we supposed to look at this pandemic situation, Coach Joyce. And
Yes, Coach
Coach
Jasmine.
Joyce, is there anything more that you want to say kay Ian before we end po?
Sir Ian, if like any message or a word that you would like to give to our fellow academicians or
Yes,
fellow
yes.
teachers who are also watching now.
Yeah, I mean, so the academia is one of the sectors that is really also maybe this time that we are in the middle of the pandemic, we don't really feel the challenge and the struggle. But I think we
Mm-mm.
have to brace ourselves. We
Yeah,
cannot allow our learners to suffer. For whatever reason, it's not acceptable for them to suffer and not learn just because of all these things going on.
I
So I
love it.
think for my fellow, we have to really think and look forward. How are we going to continue teaching and learning amidst all these trials? And we have this is an opportunity for us to show our creativity, to showcase the things that we are able to do amidst all these things that's going on. I would say, yeah, we have to continue to be advocate, I would say, not only of awareness but also of the
Mhm.
preventive practice, preventive behavior,
Yes.
let's say, and also, yeah, inculcating values and all those
Hygiene.
practices that our learners are going to develop so they can live normal life. I think our big roles as teachers. So not only to continue the teaching or the learning, but also to become
Mhm.
active advocate for inculcating values, for inculcating awareness, preparedness, prevention, and all those stuff. Yeah.
All right. So we teach them for the road.
Yes. So, ayun, ang galing ng mga mensahe po ni Sir Ian, And with that po, we would like to thank you for your time, sir. And today also, we would like to declare, as we end this interview, we are declaring grace, good health, healing, miracle, cure, and provision to everyone
Yes.
na ngayon po, nationwide, globally, wherever you are, we declare those blessings and declarations. So, Coach Joyce,
Mhm.
yun po, salamat po sa time
Thank
niyo, sir, Coach Joyce.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very much.
Ian. Thank you.
For connecting us. And with that po, tuturuan po namin kayo ng aming pong Love Bam Boom. So, marami na po, may virus po doon ngayon sa labas, but we want to spread the love. Love. So, ito
The
po yung
virus.
kamay po natin. We can form our hands into a heart shape.
Yeah.
Ayan. So, we call this the Love
Love.
Bam. Yes, oo. Love, bam, boom. Yan, papasabugin po natin siya,
you.
sir. Yes, okay. So at the count of 1, 2, 3, so let's do that. Love, bam, boom. Okay. Love,
Love,
bomb,
boom!
boom. Yun. Thank you
Yeah,
po,
thank you,
Ian.
Ian. Thank you for sharing not only your thoughts, but also your heart. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
God bless you,
God bless
sir.
everyone. Stay
See
safe.
you. Bye. Bye,
Thank you.
Coach.